I read a book years ago by Mark Manson called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. It's a very good book. I highly recommend it, and there's a lot of valuable points in it. But one of the things that stood out to me was how he talked about there's always two sides to every coin. He had the opportunity to travel around the world working on his blog. As an example, he would share how some countries were very relaxed and easygoing. Everybody seemed to go with the flow. But in those same countries, it would take them at least 3 weeks to fix the plumbing. There was an equal and opposite drawback to that: beauty. I believe this same law applies to you and I. Each of us are given superpowers, but they are not truly superpowers until you learn to harness them. We will call one side the healthy side and the other side the shadow side. After this video, you'll learn how to move them from the shadow side to that healthy side and truly make them into a superpower, and therefore transforming yourself into a superhero. Just like Superman has this incredible laser vision power that he can explode buildings with. If he does not learn to harness that superpower, he will literally explode buildings and everybody within them. Once he learns to harness that strength, then it truly becomes a superpower. So just like you, perhaps you find yourself to be very empathetic, meaning you can feel people's energy, and this makes you very sensitive. This can be very powerful because it allows you to tap into your intuition. Therefore, you can use that sensitivity and intuition to navigate your way through the world. However, this can be quite challenging and negative and go into the shadow when you don't understand how to utilize that strength, meaning you might give yourself away to people-pleasing energy. You find yourself to be overly sensitive and care too much about what they think about you. And when you do this, you are literally giving your power away, and therefore that superpower is not a strength, it's actually a vulnerability. Or perhaps you don't struggle with that at all. You really don't care what people think about you. And this can actually be a strength as you navigate your way towards your dreams, goals, and desires. However, what you might find is people struggle to be in relationship with you because they find that you're not sensitive enough for them. You can't connect to their emotions and feelings. In this particular example, what I would encourage you to do is not to look at the label. You're neither empathetic or narcissistic. Actually learn to work on a scale, meaning that in certain situations you slide towards more empathy, meaning you understand how to connect to other people and their sensitivities. You literally are connecting to the energy of your heart, and the heart actually has an intelligence and a strength to it. In other situations, it's more valuable to slide towards that narcissistic scale, because this allows you to create laser-like focus as you navigate your way towards your dreams, goals, and desires. If you do find yourself to be empathetic, the way you turn this into a superpower is you learn to understand what is mine and what is the others. And this helps you protect and preserve your energy, and therefore utilize that superpower and keep it as a strength. If you find yourself to be more narcissistic, find moments to slow down and literally feel into your heart. And at times, imagine that you're putting your brain into the other person's brain for at least 24 hours. And this will help you to be more empathetic in certain situations. Again, learn to drop the label and rather slide the scale from one side or the other when necessarily needed. This, my friend, is an invitation to do an audit of your strengths and your weaknesses. Perhaps it's easy for you to be organized and keep things in order. This can be a powerful skill as you move towards your dreams, goals, and desires. But without harnessing this power, what you will find is when things don't quite go your way, when there's a bit of chaos, you may easily lose your center point. And then this makes your strength into a weakness. So you must learn to navigate that journey and understand when it's okay to let go and just relax into something. There's always a counter or a way to solve that vulnerability or perceived weak point. Just like in combative sports, there's always an attack, a defense, and to each one of those, a counterpoint. You must train your brain, and through doing this audit, to look for a way to counter your perceived weaknesses. And yes, my friend, over time, you will turn that perceived weakness into a strength, and therefore harnessing even more energy and power and strength. In short, you possess superpowers, but they can't truly be your superpower until you learn to harness the strength and the vulnerability within them. And once you learn to do this, then, my friend, you'll become a superhero. I hope you found this video helpful. I make them for you, so if you can make sure you do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it goes a very long way. Till next time, peace.